and went on stream. I had to commentate them. That was a wild ride at one point.
I swear they do it just to tick us casters off. We got to make us look like fools every now and then. Ego check once or twice.
We try our best. All right, Yori and ASN. ASN? Yeah.
I am not positive. ASN or ASN? I'm going to go with ASN.
Yeah, we'll ride it. We'll ride it out. But hopping into this next match, though, this should be very fun. What are we thinking for stage here?
I wouldn't be surprised we start on PS2. That seems to be the default counter pick / starter, rather. So the question now becomes, Yori, definitely a player that's been making a little bit of noise as well. Somebody who is projected to do relatively well today.
Mm-hmm. And just a thought, like I'm seeing the desync shirt from ASN. We're saying ASN. We're deciding that.
ASN, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ice Climbers player potentially, because I remember that is a desync. That is an Ice Climbers themed shirt from one of the Melee summits. So this should be fun.
Is that pre or post wobbling ban? Because I don't think there's been an ice climber there since they killed that.
That's a really good question. But
that'd be the ultimate insult, wouldn't it? It's like we're gonna get rid of wobbling and then come out with ice climbers.
Yeah, we're gonna
merch.
take your characters and use them for profit. Ooh. You know, we saw Gatsby a little bit earlier too, so we get a new flavor of Ice Climber, but something I haven't seen today at all. Min-Min,
one of those characters that touched up a little bit by the nerfs, Nair and up smash being the most affected, as well as shield damage. So we haven't seen this character be as popular, but about to see if Yori can go ahead and make this run against ASN.
And it's going to be interesting. Obviously, two characters to hit, two different ways to go about it. But, I mean, all the hands do the same thing. They could hit both at the same time. But you got to get in box when you're playing against either of these characters, too. Obviously, you want to play the zone as Min, but the Ice Climbers needs to get in there. Not really. What the heck? Got dragged.
I think the problem is really going to be is that Ice Climbers are going to struggle a bit at mid-range because the AI character does not necessarily shield as quickly as you do. No. So if there's a little bit of a delay and you're tossing out a Megawatt, well, that could be struggle city.
Megawatt Nair coming in right there, sending huge knockback top right. Oh, yeah. Right back to it.
The move's so nice, you used it twice.
And that's smart there, using up B. Let me just get out of the situation. I don't want you to deal with any invincibility. Obviously, desync's a lot easier to set up when you can't get a hit.
And it's so good as a tool against these slower characters. You don't necessarily have like the verticality to chase.
Give me those. Come on now.
And desync shirt already showing off a couple decent combos. Not quite going to get the kill though. And Yori able to get center stage again. This is terrifying. Min-Min center stage high percent. It's like, well, what am I going to die do next?
You see the shield play here, too. We were talking about how that might be a hindrance, but ASN is doing a phenomenal job just dashing into a shield and preemptively pulling it up to account for that.
All right, hit him with the left and hit him with the right.
That's so funny.
The side B is so quick. There's so little landing lag at the end of that I mean, it's so hard to whip punish. Waiting on the roll and just easy up smash there to draw even as ASN.
Yeah, it's wild how they can both just get worked at the same time. Two arms, two people. We can make it work.
I got the left for you and the right for your sister. Let's go.
This one's Nana. This one's Popo. And they're coming out. Not Megawatt. Not going to do too much knockback, especially, still under 100.
I find it interesting to see what players like to do when Ice Climbers are separated. Half of the cast seems to like to go ahead and eliminate the AI. The other half seems to go ahead and go after the main one. I think going after the AI is usually the safer option. The Sopo, not nearly as threatening.
Chase down on landing there, too. That is something you can't exploit. The landings, if you have already put your arms out before you touch the ground, you can get some really good punishes, especially you see the other side beast coming in for the Ice Climbers.
Already getting some platform pressure there, so ASN basically deciding that doesn't want to deal with those horizontal hitboxes that Yori has to deal with. So yeah, just go ahead and jump up and toss your own projectiles out and force them to come in.
Drifting in here too. AI opting to hit that intentionally first as you were stuck at the ledge there too. Just get something out of the way.
I'm just barely missing. Good delay on that side B.
That empty hop, I like that from the Sopo, but not going to find it.
Barely getting clipped, and then, that's it, curtains.
That's crazy how just that little chip can do it in for you.
A little bit of a charge, too, on it. That move is, like, relatively underrated. Everybody talks about, like, how oppressive Megawatt Hammer can be, but the Ram Ram is actually really hard for some characters to recover against. I think Ice Climbers might be one of them.
Got a grab there on the AI, still trying to get through this. It just feels like we get zoned out as Ice Climbers for, like, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, but when we get in there, we are popping damage.
Oh, very true. This is one of those like touch of death characters that the minute that they hit you, it becomes, well, spin the wheel. What are they going to get me with now? Yeah,
and it's interesting too because Min-Min has some of like the worst disengage almost in the entire game, if you call it that.
Good desync on the projectiles, but a little bit too far away to get that freeze, and then the up smash. Was that an up air as well?
Yeah, you saw one of the Ice Climbers dropping down and actually rise with an up air. We're desynced here,
Just let him
not
run
doing
all the way
anything.
across the stage, yeah. Got to get back.
Oh, straight run-up grab. Needed that one. I like the idea for going up air forward air there, too, because you don't have enough knock back to maybe go for double up air there, so you can have the opportunity to hit him in front of you.
I also think that, like, Ice Climber up air, low-key one of the most underrated aerials in the game. It can be so good at keeping you in a disadvantaged state. These drag down Dragon Lasers have been really good catching.
Yeah, you went off. Yeah, you tried to save your girl and you got popped for it. That's tough. That is tough.
So Yori taking game one. What stage do you think we're going to see here, Spritz?
You know, you got to think. It's really tough because you either want more room or you have to play more of Min-Min's game, but you have the room to kind of just neglect to do so until you want to. But I would want something smaller here. I think the shorter the game lasts, the better chance you have to win. So forcing an interaction and maybe playing for more scramble could be better.
I agree. It's one of those situations where you can go ahead and play neutral against Min-Min as many times as you want, but the margin for error is so low. Like, we already saw how susceptible this recovery can be to getting 2 frames. So do you really want to give Min-Min more and more chances to do that to you?
Right.
Nah, just go ahead and jank him out. Just get that grab, get that Twitch clip combo, and then finish the match. Shake my hand.
This is FD Battlefield, right? Yeah.
It just, that is a weird counter
What the heck
pick.
are we doing here, guys? Come on, it's cursed.
There's absolutely no reason for this. We actually, like, you can't do this counter pick against Steve's. Did you hear about that because of the way that, like,
their material gathering works?
Exactly, yeah. So we would, like, ban this against Steve players. I haven't seen anything except for the one FD that
the one
is
true
legal.
FD.
Exactly.
Yeah. That strings will be working out here, though. Do you think? I don't know what the change might have been, but it certainly flipped a switch in Azen's head. This is ridiculous start, and I mean, already no invincibility for Min-Min here. Able to flip the situation,
but off stage. Has to recover low, so able to clip it. Unable to get the 2 frame is Yori right there. Got it easily game 1, but a little bit of good movement here from ASN.
Yeah, very anxious to get back on the stage. I do think that is the one thing I'm seeing from ASN is, like, I really, really feel more comfortable having my feet on the ground, and I can't really air-to-air you. I mean, no one really can as well as Min-Min.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Air dodge, but that is not enough. The Dragon Laser will go ahead and clean up that stock, and pretty even game so far. And I think you have to be a little bit worried if you're Azen, because early on you had that dominant stock 1, and now we're back to neutral a little bit more, and Yori is seeming to draw a solid lead.
He got caught there. Bit off a little more than true. Yeah, that cross-up didn't really work out well. Oh, please. Yeah, it just feels like there's a lot of committal options being used to get back to stage, and that's where we're finding our mileage as Yori.
Dragged down, but unable to go ahead and hit that megawatt hammer, so Azen gets a chance to roll in. But again, Yori's doing such a good job of coverage. And basically, the first hit always baits out the second option.
Drifting in here, no invincibility going to be used. Finding a grab on landing there, too. That is clutch.
Oh my god, just the left-right body blows, driving this man all the way across stage.
Got to grab across. Got to wait for the girl to come up, see if we can't get anything. Little desync with the blizzard there.
Up B stall, I dig that. So basically preventing Azen from just setting up any kind of projectile coverage.
Small desync there. We were trying to set something up when we were at the left side too. Nothing really came of it. Oh my goodness, yeah, you are done, so that is a hard charge megawatt. You do not mess with that.
Don't even need to look at the percent. Just go ahead and accept the fact that you're taking a swift exit.
Oh my goodness. It's so interesting. If like the concept of Ice Climbers forces people to play against them so weird. And I really loved like how Adamus was doing it earlier using the inhale.
And right there, like that drag down again on the Dragon Laser was so smart. We saw Yori hitting that time and time again right there as well. It seemed to be a pattern that prevented Ice Climbers from getting back safely, put them in an awkward spot, and gave the opportunity to get those 2 frames.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing I feel like we should have emphasized a little more is like, you need to be on stage as Ice Climbers too if you want to set up desyncs, if you really want to. I feel like going